he's an extremely dynamic person. And we are very partial to our students, and we want to make sure they're supported and that there is a connection. And I believe that we're going to get this with Mr. Smith's program. So I would like to introduce Mr. Kyle Smith.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Fuentes, for kind words, kind introduction. Thank you to the principals, assistant principals, staff, and everyone else that made it possible, Thank you to the parents that are here today. I'm going to go basically down this little line that I created. Thank you to the parents, the two-parent mother and father unit that provided that balance that that child needed to get them here today. Thank you. Thank you to the mothers that had to do double duty as fathers. Many don't even realize that you hold and have been holding 3 full-time jobs, mommy, daddy, and whatever other title that you had at work. Thank you for getting them here. Thank you to the fathers, the dads that have to do double duty, some as mothers. I've traveled across the country speaking about this program, growing this program in other cities and other states. And I have a newfound appreciation for guys that pose as single fathers. Never before have I seen as many single guys that are trying to make it happen as I have in the growth of this program. Thank you to the grandmothers that have to do everybody's job. If you've ever seen me on TV or BET, C-SPAN, you know I'm a grandma's baby. My mother's still here. My mother's in Ohio, but I'm a grandma's baby. And to all the aunts and the uncles and the stepmoms and the stepdads, this piece to the puzzle right here. This couldn't have happened without your piece. This is the 5th graduation ceremony that I've spoken at this year. And each time that I'm asked to speak, it brings tears to my eyes when I get the telephone call. I'm so incredibly humbled by standing here with you today. Ms. Fuentes spoke a little about my program and what I do, but let me give you just a tad bit. Let me just take it a tad bit deeper. I am the founder and executive director of a program called GRAAFICS, and it's spelled GRAAFICS. The acronym is Gang Diversion, Reentry, and Absent Fathers Intervention Center. GRAAFICS is the largest program in the state of New York that gets kids out of gangs and moves them into productive lives. In addition to GRAAFICS, I'm the president and CEO of a company called Models for Nonviolence. This is the very first company in the country that allows beautiful women to use their looks and their swag to bring awareness to, speak out against, and reduce violence. I'm on a TV show, I'm on the radio once a week, and I've just released a prototype for a clothing line called G-Line. G-Line is the very first clothing line in the country that uses 100% of its profits to bring awareness to, speak out against, and reduce violence. And it's hot. We got 200 orders in one day from middle and high school kids all over the country. It's blazing hot. And hearing all of this, many of you think, or many of you may think, that I have a good life. And pretty much I do. I have and own all of these things after serving 16 years in prison. 16 long, hard years in prison. I have 6 felonies on my record. In total, I've served 9 years in prison in the state of New York, 5 years in Virginia, 2 years in South Carolina. And as I look at you guys sitting in front of me, I see what I didn't get a chance to do. Graduate from middle school. I did not graduate from middle school. When my classmates were graduating from middle school, I was in a juvenile jail in Columbia, South Carolina. I did not graduate high school. When my classmates were graduating high school, I was in an adult prison called Clinton, Anamora, upstate New York. Back then, I was the older guy, the drug dealer that you see in the hood. The same older drug dealer that your kids see every day with the nice clothes and the nice car. I didn't listen to any of my teachers because my teachers did not represent to me what success was. Back then, Curtis Blow was the hottest rapper out. Curtis Blow was the Jay-Z of the 80s, and I wanted to be just like Kurt. Everywhere you see Kurt, you see him dressed and impressive. He had 2 bad honeys on his arm everywhere he went. I wanted to do that. Back then, the drug dealer had the Cadillac, the BMW, and the Benz. And the drug dealers had the clothes, the jewels, the money, the cars, and the respect. My teachers tried their hardest to get me to learn. But why should I listen to them? Why should I listen to them? Everything that they told me that I can get with education, they didn't have. They didn't have the BMs and the cars and the house, and they didn't have that. But the hustlers had it. And they didn't have an education. So I made a decision to get money. I had all the answers. Couldn't tell me nothing. You know, like we say in the hood, nothing is nothing, but Nathan is Nathan. You couldn't tell me Nathan. 25 years later, I found myself being released from prison with 6 felonies in 3 different states. No money, couldn't get a job, couldn't get a decent girlfriend. And let's keep it going. What real woman in her right mind would want a guy home from prison for 16 years and 6 felonies? And the key word is, what decent one? So I made another decision to listen to what my teachers tried to tell me 25 years prior when I went back to school. Today, in spite of 6 felonies and being incarcerated for 16 years, I have 2 BAs, 2 masters, a national certification in human resources, and I'm closing my PhD. 2012 graduates sitting here before me today, please be not impressed by the ills that you see in the community, because there is more. Trust me, there's more. I'm from the same hood y'all from. I'm from the same streets y'all from. I have the same stories you guys have. However, today I've created a life that allows me to live through each one of you here today. When I wake each morning, and New York One tells me that another child has died in this city due to gun violence, it breaks my heart and I cry inside. But then when my program gets a kid out of a gang and gets them into college, and when I'm asked to speak at events like this, I'm so proud. And I look at you guys like you're my own, because I came from there. Real talk, let me holler at you. That thing that you have on your heads right now, that thing that you have on your heads right now, it's not a cap and a gown. That's a crown. That is a crown. A crown of your accomplishments that no one can ever take from you, ever. Today, each of you have been crowned kings and queens. You're closing the chapter in your life that no one can erase. You've earned those crowns. Medgar Evers died for those crowns. Martin Luther King died for those crowns on your head. W.E. Du Bois studied hard so that the crown that you have on your head can be equivalent to the crowns that kids are getting from Ivy League schools. And God knows I don't mean no harm, but Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy, 2 Chainz, Nikki Menaj, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, and I can go on, but none of them, not one of them contributed one thought to the hard work that you had to put into to get here today. They didn't put in one thought. They don't even know you're alive. Today, you have not only made your parents proud, you've made your people proud. Okay? In a few weeks, you'll be going to high school. And please, for God's sake, do not settle. Put your game face on. Put your ugly face on and get at your schoolwork like it's business. Okay? We are poor and we are from the ghetto, so we are expected to fail. They expect us to lose. And I want you to know, it's going to get rough. And when times get rough, that's failure looking at you. When you feel like giving up, that's failure challenging you. Failure looking at you saying, I did. When failure tries to holler at you, I want you to look failure in the face like this and say, huh, it ain't nothing personal, but this A I'm gonna get on this test, this A I'm gonna get at the end of the semester, don't take this personal. Don't take this personal. Handle your business. Let me share with you guys a quick story before I go. So a few days ago, I was sitting in my office and my mother brought her 15-year-old daughter to my office and we were applying to be one of the models for non-blacks. And during the interview, I asked the girl, what do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? Very attractive young girl. She's done a few videos, has done quite a few things. My mother's had a model since she was 10. She said she wanted to be a rapper. And all my staff in my office, when she said it, everybody was like, you know, like Scooby-Doo, like, because they knew what was coming. They knew what was coming. And I told this young lady that if I considered hiring her to represent models for nonviolence, she could not be a rapper on my watch. I have absolutely nothing against rappers. Anybody that has ever been around me, that has been with me on speaking tour around the country, they know I love me some Jeezy and some 50 Cent. I love them guys. I love their business acumen. However, I told this young lady that she was not allowed to be a rapper, but she was allowed to own a major label so she can hire and fire rappers. She was not allowed to be an athlete, but she was allowed to own an NBA team so she can hire and fire athletes. She was not allowed to play a video game, but she was allowed to design software that go on the chips that they put into the video games. And that if she wanted to work for me, she had to figure out a way to create the new Facebook and then hire Mark Zuckerberg to work for her. Graduates, I want to leave you with a few simple things, and if you guys don't remember nothing that I said the other day, I will give you some 3 quick rules that's going to get you all the fame and all the money and all the respect that you think that you want in life. The first thing, get as much education as you can. I sat in a prison cell and I designed a graphics program. I came home, I went back to school. I had 6 felonies and 5 college degrees. And guess what? Guess what gets me the most respect? Because I have 5 college degrees, a program that I wrote while sitting in a prison cell is now in 18 schools teaching kids how not to get into a prison cell. Today I do business with people that try very hard not to respect me. They try really hard. And as soon as they come to one of my offices and see the walls plastered with college degrees and commendation letters, they instantly change, like their face goes through a metamorphosis. The second thing, do what's right. My personal motto for life is, I'm going to do what's right even when it hurts, even when it's not cool, even when everybody else is not doing it. And even when I'm not going to make no money, I'm going to do what's right. If you do things right, I promise you that each and every ounce of success that you want will come. I promise you that whatever money that you want will come. I have more love and respect now than I ever did when I was poisoning my community with drugs. More respect now, more love. And the third, hustle and stack. Get you a real hustle and stack your paper. A real hustle is a job. Go get that fast food job. Do not give LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Michael Jordan your hard-earned money. Stack it. Buy yourself one good business suit. Take that suit, get it tailored to fit. And after you do that, call me. And I will make some telephone calls and get you a corporate internship with one of my friends downtown so you can see what real power and real success looks like. I want you at 14, 15, and 16 to see real power, to see real deals, to see real entrepreneurs at work. Nobody did that for me when I was 15. Nobody did that for me when I was 16. So when the drug dealers approached me to teach me how to sell drugs and to teach me how to shoot guns, I didn't have anything to combat that, so I did it. Parents, family, loved ones, teachers, principals, staff, and even the custodians, I'm talking to you now. Now it is our responsibility to take not only these kids, but this generation back to a time when it took one village to raise one child. Back to the time when the kids had to be in the house before streetlights came on. Back to a time when if you did not say yes ma'am and no sir, grandma gave you that look, and that one look was equivalent to the worst whooping you ever wanted to see.
Yep.
Graduates, I'm challenging you, and I want you to hold each and every one of these adults accountable. Make them take you to work with them one day. Make them take you to get your working papers so you can work. Make them take you on a tour of one college campus per month so that you can walk around the campus and see what it's like to be there. And when you are there, I want you to dream. See yourself on that campus walking around. I dare you to go to a college campus and release your dreams. Because it's my belief, and I could be wrong, but it's my belief that if these kids see more, they'll want to be more. Thank you.
That is correct. Wow. What a speech. I want to go work for him now. We need a suit. I'm going to go shopping for a suit. We're going to continue after such a powerful words of encouragement. Wow, I'm still breathtaking. This is really loud. Normally during this time, we take the opportunity to present our graduates with some certificates. But like I said at the beginning, we wanted this graduation celebration to be very intimate and definitely about you guys.